Hey, look, she's feeling good today, aren't she, babies? Her's feeling good today. Huh, babies? I hope everybody's doing all righty. I can't complain. Don't do no good. Nobody wants to hear it. I guess we had a fire truck go by. Huh. Anyhow, welcome, welcome, welcome. Nobody belongs in jail for weed, and we need to get federal legalization started. Been long overdue. And you can find the petition right here or at 420gem.com, either one, whichever works best for you. I'm still in Bentonville. I'm not parked over by Walmart, and I took the contact me Walmart signs down because they have contacted me, and that's what I wanted. Probably move on tomorrow. Not 100% sure. Thank you for the emojis. I love them. I love them. Keep them up. Keep them up. Keep them up. I'm so happy about my mission. Oh, don't stop. I'm happy about the mission too. Yeah, I'm happy about the mission too. Absolutely. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe and hit the live notification. I'm still sitting in Bentonville, but I'm not over by corporate office. I'm in a little bit different area where I'll get more attention, I think. But I don't have anything about Walmart on the vehicle today. I'm basically doing the petition today. I gave Walmart till midweek to get back in touch with me. And if they do, fine. If they don't, fine. I accomplished what I wanted with Walmart yesterday. It's been raining almost all morning. It just cleared off enough to where I put my flags and stuff out. I'm right next to the grocery center by West Park Plaza and Aldi's. Seeing I can't hang out at, I can't get groceries at Walmart. I got them at Aldi's. But I need poster board and stuff. So later I'm going to call Walmart and get a Walmart delivery here. Isn't that funny? But like I say, I took off the stuff about Walmart contact me. They did that yesterday. Now it's all about the petition. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Take his tape off. I can't reach it. That's why I didn't take it off earlier. Damn it. Well, I don't know. Is there anyone there that wants to make a comment to see if I can get comments or not? Sometimes I don't, and I have to do a restart. It says there's one whole person here. Somebody make a comment when you hear this. May have to do a restart. Oh, goodness sakes. Supposed to have weather like this the next 3 days. Is everybody getting sick of rain yet? Well, hello there. Can anybody say hello so I know my chat's working or not? Sometimes it starts and the chat don't work. And I know there's the one that's always sitting there sending the smiley faces. He won't talk or answer. But somebody want to say hello, good afternoon. How old are you, old man? Anything at all. Let me know if my comments are working. Please. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for answering my call for someone to let me know if my comments worked. I'm sitting here wondering if I'm going to be able to get them today. Oh, I'm sorry you're tired, One World. Hell, I've been tired the whole month. It's like something they put in the air, the food or something. You know, I'm tired of being tired. It takes a whole lot for me to get a burst of energy and just want to go do something. But it's not the greatest of weather today. It just now quit raining for a little bit. So I got the flags and stuff out. I've already had someone drop by and sign the petition, so I like that as soon as I set up. So, you know, if I can grab a few signatures on the petition today, I'm happy. I took the signs about Walmart down because they did contact me. And I parked in a better place. I'm not parked over just by the Walmart corporate. I'm actually by a grocery store, a jewelry store, and all kinds of stuff. So I figure I'll be here today. Depending on how the weather is tomorrow, I may move on tomorrow. But I just figured, hell, I've got no place to go in a hurry until I find out what's going on. Technically, I've got 5 weeks to kill. And then I have to be in Springfield. I can be in Springfield in a couple hours. So I got to find places to kill time. Damn. Well, look at the good thing. If it didn't hit a car, a person, or a structure, pretty cool, huh? If it didn't do no damage, or didn't hurt nothing, nobody or nothing, pretty lucky, you know what I mean? Man, look at all them people. A tree hits their car, hits their house, or sometimes even hits a person. So I always try and look on the good things, the good side of things. Gotta be thankful for the good little things. I still got about half a pre-roll left of the Delta, so I'm not doing too bad. If need be, I can go to the smoke shop and get another one, but I don't like, you know, paying that price for hemp flour. Hey, Insane Clown Bossy, how you doing? What's up? Wow, right on. Right on. Me, it's going to be another day or two before I get to the legal state, so I gotta work with the Delta products, unless somebody comes by and, smokes a real one with me. They have medical here, so they are medical dispensaries and medical patients. So one might happen to come by and smoke one with me. You never know. I won't tell if they do or don't, unless they ask me to. See, that's the cool thing. The only thing I ever carry or have to carry, I don't have to carry or will carry, is the hemp plier, .3. That way, if they do anything stupid, I know I'm going to beat them in court. I'm going to beat them anyway, but I'm going to beat them under the hemp plier thing, the federal thing. Because, hell, most of the other times, someone else in town is going to smoke the real stuff with me. Therefore, I don't have to carry it. You know what I mean? That's what I like. It works out. Except when you're in a legal state and you don't get help getting gas to get to the next town or nothing. Everybody just wants to give you smoke or smoke with you. It needs to equal out. So in the medical states, it's all right, because people will come by and smoke one with you here and there, and you have the Delta in between, and you can still get help getting by to the next town and stuff. So, and hey, yesterday I didn't make any donations or nothing. Of course, didn't think I would, being there at Walmart and all. But today, this morning, I just set up a half hour ago. I've already made a $10 donation. That was pretty cool. And I didn't have my signs or anything out. He just wanted to tag the RV. I turn around and come in and grab one of my little signs that says it's 420 everywhere and gave it to him. He didn't know he was going to get that, so he liked that. They sell it as THCA. All pot's THCA until heat is applied. I may have been in Spartanburg before. I can't remember. I was down back in 2014. I was at Merle's Inlet Suck Bang Blow Bar, the Bikers for Trump rally. They invited me down there. The bikers want me to come down there and show support at the Trump rally, and they showed support for me. Yeah, way back then. So I've been ever since 14. I've been to South Carolina a couple times. Matter of fact, one of my really, really, really good friends lives there, Paul. He's on Facebook. He's got one of my dog's pups from her first litter, the only girl. But that'll be after I leave Florida. Keep an eye out when I leave Florida. Destination's Florida right now. Then I'll come up through the Carolinas, Virginia, West Virginia, Washington, D.C., all that. Got to get to Florida first. Hell, I got to get out of Arkansas and Missouri first. Got to see what Walmart's going to do. They're going to screw around and make me wait until the 18th before I can leave. Actually, I can't leave until the 1st of August because I got court July 16th, July 17th, and July 31st. That's if Walmart wants to push it all the way through. And I'm 50-50 on that. If they push it all the way through, I'll win a couple small claims court cases, and I'll win the case about the no trespassing with a lawyer and sue for big money. So, I mean, Either way they want to go, I'll go. I'd rather just have them make a settlement this week or make an offer this week and be done with it. The third one will be for the trespass. Okay? The third one will be for the trespass. Okay? The trespass isn't for Springfield, Missouri. The trespass extends from where I was thrown out of the store in Wichita, Kansas. It can't be the store in Missouri because remember, I was trespassed that day at that store. Now, they can't give me a trespass and a ticket in the same day unless I go off the property and come back on the property. If you read the law, they can't trespass you and then arrest you or give you a ticket. You must leave the property. They tell you you're trespassed. You come back, you're going to be arrested. You leave that property. And if you come back, you're subject to arrest. Okay? They trespassed me from that property, right? For 2 years and whatnot. Therefore, meaning the ticket I got was for the trespass that the store in Wichita, Kansas wrote. Therefore, that would go back to that store because they were supposed to have taken that trespass down. And they did not. Therefore, I was illegally arrested. And I'll have a big, giant lawsuit over that one. But see, I think on the 17th, Walmart's either going to drop it or not show up. They'd be dumbasses too. But I could still go get a lawyer and pursue it if I wanted to. Because they're dragging me into court under criminal charges. And I don't take lightly to that. No. Nope. I'm suing 2 stores that are in Springfield, Missouri. 2 different stores in Springfield, Missouri. And if they don't drop the trespass on the 17th, I will be suing the store in Wichita, Kansas. But that will be with a lawyer and for big, big, big money. So, no, I'm not suing 3 yet. I've got case against 2. I've sued 3. I've sued 1 before. I sued 1 in 22. Now I'm suing 2 right now. It could be a 3rd if they want to press everything. It all depends on Walmart and what they want to do. They shouldn't listen to idiots that call into their asset protection and say someone's bad when they're not. It's all Walmart's fault. Might be a little bit of the trolls' fault, but that's up to Walmart if they want to go after them or not. I showed them the evidence of them yesterday when they come and talk to me. Not 15 minutes before Walmart come over to talk to me, I got one of the stupid messages from Woody LePage, Scott Winslow, Albert, up there in Kokomo, Indiana area, Greensburg. Yeah. Yep. Said how he was working with Walmart, and how him and some of them are laughing at me, and this, that, and the other, and yeah. It was good reading, and he read every word of it. So, and like I told him, Walmart might want to get involved in investigating this because they're just going to do it more and more. You'll either have to trespass me from all your stores, which ain't going to be a good thing, or, figure out how, not to have someone call in on me and just harass me, See, I can't stop them from doing it. And it is illegal and everything, what they're doing. But getting anything done is the problem. Well, now that they've involved Walmart, and it's going to cost Walmart money, this ain't going away. They can pay little money or big money. That's up to Walmart now. I gave them a choice. Either way, I think they will do some sort of investigation. I hope they do. And, involved a couple different states now. Could be federal. Wouldn't that be cool? good Lord used Walmart to take down the trolls. Wouldn't that be cool? They've used the Walmart logo. They use the Walmart lawyer's profile and name on my lives and stuff. I've told them about that too. There's copyright rules and stuff on that. So who knows? Maybe they will investigate. Maybe they won't. Maybe they won't do a damn thing. I'm not going to speculate. Everything's in Walmart's court right now. And hopefully that guy is telling the lawyers as we speak and stuff, or whoever he's supposed to. If they want to ignore it, hey, I've been ignored before too. No big deal. Whatever's supposed to happen, you always going to make sure it happens. That I know. One lady from Walmart answered on one thing. Yeah, you did get a lot of people's attention. It was a little creepy. What's creepy about sitting on the side of the road in a big marked RV, not blocking sidewalks, not doing nothing, just sitting there minding your own business. Somebody comes out and you step out and talk to them and whatnot. You're not yelling at traffic, hey, guy, you're just peacefully being there, not bothering no one. What is creepy about that? I still can't figure out why she used the word creepy. I don't think it's creepy at all. Actually, if one really wanted to admit it, it's pretty kind of ingenious. I got Walmart to contact me, did I not? I damn sure did. And that was the whole purpose. That was the whole purpose. Contact me, Walmart. That way I can say, look, I came to the home office, y'all talk, I talk, everything's on your table, you got my phone number, and I'm going about my business. And we're either going to talk settlement, whether it's disclosed or not disclosed settlement, I don't know, they don't know, whatever. But I did everything I could to avoid court, because I got my he sues everybody. Well, what else are you supposed to do? If you're done wrong, you're supposed to take it to court, not, handle it yourself and stuff. So, I've tried every way but court. So we'll see what happens. I'd rather just settle and move on. That's what I'd ultimately go. But if I wanted to screw around and be your mind, whatever, if I wanted to wait a couple of years for a settlement, it could be worth big money. But I'm not like that. I don't care about their big money. No. This might be a good opportunity where the good Lord made it to where I don't have to worry about fuel for the trip. Because Walmart did do wrong. The sum that I'm asking for is just what the courts and small claims would allow me. So it's very reasonable and all. And I would sign away everything, up to this point. Anything in the past, all the discrimination, everything, we just bury the hatchet again and start from day one. I think that'd be pretty cool on my part, pretty cool on their part. Oh, I don't know if she's scared of the world or not or anything like that. I wouldn't even emphasize on that. But to use the word that it was creepy what I'm doing, man, if that's creepy, what a sheltered life they've lived. You know what I mean? They've had to live a really sheltered life and all to think that's creepy. To me, creepy is, kind of sneaking around behind someone's back, just creepy things. Being out for the world and everybody seeing proud of it and whatnot, and hey, I'm here to tell you. I don't see much creepy about that. She thinks standing up for your rights to get someone's attention peacefully is creepy. That's kind of what's wrong with this world today. Thinking like that. What did I do wrong? I didn't go. I didn't put nothing bad, nothing vulgar. Just Walmart. We need to talk. I've sued you for it. I'm just what I put on the sign was true, and that's what I was hoping for, to put the truth. I could have came the week before when all their associates from all over the countries were there and stuff, but it wasn't about that. From my point of view and all, everything went perfect, as planned. Whether they talk about settlement, whether I even talk to anyone until I go to court, it worked out as good as I could do. I went here, asked them to talk. They were the better part. They came and they actually talked. I didn't know if they would or not. That was a shot in the dark, especially since the guy didn't work for the city that set it up last time. But he came by yesterday, and he said that he'd let him know I'm back in town, but he didn't work for the city no more or nothing. Yo, Will, what's up? And I told him I knew that they told me he had retired. But he came by and he was cool. And he may be the one that talked to Walmart. I don't know. All I know is someone with a Walmart badge came and talked to me and told me there's nothing they can do, Friday being the, coming, that they could get back with me, next week. And I told them that'd be cool. I give them till about the middle of the week to somebody to contact me before I put Calvins in the windows and stuff. And that's where we left that. What's happening your side of the world there, Will? Oh, I'm getting a headache. I'm getting a headache from the Delta already. And I haven't had that much. Better than nothing, I reckon. Going to work. So am I. I just put my flags and all that out. Oh, look. We probably got some idiot commenting here. 420 Jim, evil twin. What an idiot. What an idiot. What an idiot. We knew they'd show up before long. What an idiot. My trolls are uneducated liars and sometimes entertaining, but a lot of times very stupid people. And you just got to learn and put up with them. They won't take a little forgiveness or nothing and move on. And they're the main reasons I sued Walmart this time. Yeah. They kept calling Walmart and telling them that I was a scam, this, that, and the other. And Walmart believed them. And now they're facing 2 lawsuits. Everybody will know by the end of next month, not this month, but next month, exactly everything about me and Walmart, if not before. Because the first case is July 16th, the criminal case is on the 17th, and my case, the other case, is on the 31st. So July is going to be one hell of a year from 420 Jim. If you're in the area of Springfield, Missouri, come celebrate it with me. Oh yeah. All court cases are a Facebook event. Let's fill the courthouse. Fill the courtroom. See if we get justice on. 2 of them is me suing Walmart. The one in the middle is Walmart criminal trespassing me. I intend to kick ass on all 3. Well, and as I say many times, folks, this ain't about me. And the only reason I have trolls, they don't like cannabis. They're in alcohol and other things, and they don't like cannabis. They're second-rate ex-cannabis advocates by their own admission, Nobody belongs in jail for weed. And it needs to be federally legal. And if you believe in them two things, it's not about me. It's not about my RV. It's not about nothing. Okay? All I simply ask y'all to do is scan that and put your name on the petition. I haven't asked y'all for a donation, send me money. See, they're always trying to tell people I'm a scammer and this, that, and the other. They don't tell you I put in my retirement every month into this mission and all. I keep up all the maintenance. I just put transmission seals in it. Any of my longtime followers can tell you, it's a full-time job keeping the mobile billboard up, running, maintenance. I put an engine in it a couple of years ago by myself. There's videos of it. Just like the transmission I just did. I do all the paint work, artwork, plus I come into town and I set up like I am now and, hey people, come sign the petition, we need this done. How's that scamming anybody whatsoever? They're nothing but liars that want the mission to not succeed because they couldn't do it in their own towns, in their own state. Scott Winslow Albert out of Greensburg, Indiana, or Steve Sprague out of Rochester, New Hampshire. I mean, we know who they are and everything, and it just don't make sense. But see, put that aside. Do you think people belong in jail for weed? I mean, they're even on my petition, like Scott Winslow Albert, he's on my petition. He believes in my mission and all, but he just wants to badmouth me and all because I became more famous than him or whatever his problem is, okay? But yeah, it's about this. No one belongs in jail for weed. Oh, look, Walmart supporter. Oh, they get smart and stop using the Walmart logo and stuff. Now they're going to act like a Walmart supporter. Oh, hey, alert your mama, okay? Maybe you'll find someone that cares. Alert your mama. Okay, y'all have called the city, y'all have called the police, and you see them tuck their tails and leave. Everywhere I've been, people's tried that for 4 and 5 years. Stupid. 4 and 5 years, and so many people are fed up with Walmart right now. Just your comment that you're a Walmart supporter might get you a little bit of hate from people. I don't know, but you're a Walmart dumbass, and Walmart will tell you that. And when you see this case get settled, you'll know that too. Then we'll see where your support shit went. You call your mama. Tell her I badmouthed her. She raised a bad child. Yeah, your mama raised a bad child that don't know better than be a keyboard harasser. You and your mama need to go get you a little Yahshua. Yeah. And anybody else that needs a little Yahshua and you're in the area, Bentonville, Arkansas, come on by. I give you one. Absolutely. I give them to my haters. I give them to my lovers. Anybody. Because you know what? Everybody needs a little Yahshua. Yeah. Well, that's what I happen to call Jesus because I know there was no J's back then. And my studies tell me his name's Yahshua. And I'm told in the Bible to not forget my name. Yahweh, he's not God or whatever. They have names, or I think so. My favorite thing now when they stop by to sign a petition, see, this is how I scam people. I try to get them to come by and sign the petition. It's a big scam. Yeah, getting prisoners out and getting federal legalization. Go read it, see what a scam it is, okay? I tell them, look, Genesis 1:29 is where God gave us every herb-bearing seed. And they're like, yeah, and I'll ask them, what's it say above that? And it takes them a second, but finally they say, everyone needs a little Jesus. And then I give them one of these. That's my favorite thing to do this year. Then I sell nothing. Everything I do is on my retirement and free will donations. Now, let me explain the donations. Whether a person donates a penny, a nickel, a dime, a hug, a roach. I've had hair donated, a leaf, a rubber, a lighter, a bug of matches. Any donation at all, I let people write whatever they want on the RV. They like being part of history, okay? If they happen to make a $20 or more donation, I have T-shirts I normally make that I autograph and date. I've got to make some this afternoon. I just got shirts, but I don't have none right now. But if they was to make a $20 donation, I'd let them have a hat, a flag, or a sign, you know. The flags are like that one. But I autograph and date them. It's not for the hat. It's for the autograph and the date that's inside that it came from 420 Jim. You can get one for free, just answer a question, but you can only try once a day. So 2 ways to get that. You either answer a question right, or anybody that makes a $20 or more donation, the question will be really, really easy, like, what is your name? You know, you can basically have one. There it is again. That's what it's all about. It's not about me. It's not about the trolls. It's not about them calling me a scammer. Oh, his biggest thing to call me a scammer is that I'll take money out of my jar so people don't think I made that much money. Man, I post on the internet all the time. When somebody comes by and gives me a 20, a 50, or 100, or anything out of the ordinary, you know, I always post that. So the only people they can convince is people that don't know me. But no, if you know, a bunch of people had come by today and they'd been like $20 in there, sure, you're going to take 10 or 15 out. Because I've had kids come by and snatch my jar one day in Amarillo, Texas. It's no fun when people help you all day and then, you know, a couple kids want money more than you and come by and snatch your jug and haul ass down the street. Now, I got cameras and I could have called the cops and went into all that, but you know what? They needed that worse than I did. And they were young black kids, so I just, you know. But that taught me a lesson. You don't leave all your change or all your ones there. And, you know, I learned that from people who like donated 20. Oh, man, I don't want to put that in the jug, you know, here. And they'd hand it to me direct because of they didn't want people to do it. Jim's mom. Yeah, now see how that is? See how I got to get this. We definitely know this is the trolls because I don't tell you this for sorrow or nothing, but I tell you this because I want to show you how sick in the head these idiots are. And this would probably be Steve Sprague or Scott Winslow Albert or both. My mom was murdered Christmas Day in the late 80s. And they're always trying to torment me about that. And that's why they made the page about Jim's mom. They sent me an envelope a week before Christmas that said, cremated remains, handled with care through the mail. You know, even the mailman knew that it was some sort of stick joke and delivered it in person. She said, man, I didn't want you to pull open the mailbox and get that. See, it could give someone my age or whatnot, or a little worse health, a heart attack. And that's another reason I'm going to D.C. How dare the U.S. Postal Service do that? I don't think people should be able to send dog shit, horse shit, and stuff like that through the United States mail. If they want to do that through FedEx and UPS and that bullshit, yeah, but not the U.S. mail. So that's another thing that, you know, I don't mention a lot, but that's another fight when I get up to D.C. that I'm headed there for, is to get legislation started on that. I don't think that's part of the elder abuse petition I've got going. You know, the harassment I've had from them, the stalker has just been pure evil. A lady in Topeka, Kansas assaulted me with her car and stuff because of the lies they told her. She found out the truth and now she's trying her best to rectify the situation and tell the police and everybody the truth. But unfortunately, the feds haven't listened yet. But now that they're involved in Walmart and stuff, maybe they will. We can only hope. They won't take forgiveness. So, one way or the other, I think Yahweh's going to step in, and karma's about ready to kick him in the butt. It'd be funnier than hell if Walmart took down the trolls that I've been trying to for, you know, that'd be the perfect thank you back from Walmart to me with all the years of harassment. That if they actually had a little pull just to get the feds to start to investigate this. I've got all the evidence and all. If they just contact me, well, I can tell them FBI who called Walmart. I can tell them everything they want to know. And I think that'd be the perfect perfect payback. That Walmart took down the trolls. They'd just be perfect. You couldn't write a better story than that, you know, if you was writing a book. But of course, you'd have to know the whole story about the trolls and stuff to know that. Oh, average YouTube? First he said I was a chump for letting the black kids steal my money. And then he says, and you're not going to get money from Walmart. Well, that is the same thing them idiot trolls told me back in 2022. That's what the same idiot trolls told me last year when I sued Awesome Possum. And both times they was dead wrong. And you're going to be dead wrong this time too. So go ahead, make your fake profiles and show your IQ again today. But remember, Yahweh and Yahshua love you. Oh, that's funny. I heard that same stupid bullshit with the Awesome Possum lawsuit and the Grovetown, Georgia lawsuit. Heard the same stupid thing. But go look on my Facebook. I posted the judgments. I won $2,500 plus court costs on Walmart, and I won $500 plus I didn't have to pay court costs on Awesome Possum. And they were ordered to pay it within 3 days. Just like when they posted the other day, like someone like you posted the other day, Walmart ain't gonna talk to you. Well, damn, guess what? Did you miss it? Yesterday, Walmart talked to me. Isn't that something? It just so happens Walmart knows that I know a mistake was made. And rather than take big advantagement of it and all, I'm trying to be fair and everything about it. And we're trying to work something out. But Walmart knows that they did wrong and that they're in trouble. And question is, are they taking the 17th serious or not? Because I can prove I was not trespassed. That's already on YouTube. I can prove that. So why am I going to court on the 17th for trespass? I don't think the judge is going to find me guilty of trespass when everything is based on the Wichita, Kansas trespass. That's the store that done it. When I have on tape from the Wichita store general manager that the trespass was lifted. And I actually was shopping in that same store the next day. So you can't, you know. No reason, that's why they untrespassed me. The very first trespass in Wichita, Kansas, okay, they apologized for it. It's on YouTube. Go down my lives, you can watch it. And the first one's just the audio I'm playing, and that's the district manager, and she starts out, Mr. Ford, we're sorry about what happened. It shouldn't have escalated like this. The only thing I did was say it's retarded that I couldn't carry paint by myself from a display case up to the register. Or why couldn't they just take it up to the register and when I'm done shopping it'd be up at the register? Why must I go up there, pay for it, whatever, and then go do grocery shopping? That just didn't make no damn sense. But that's what they had me do. But when I went to go get groceries, they told me, no, you're leaving. And I sat down on the bench and I called 1-800-Walmart, and then I was trespassed from that store. I didn't break no policy or nothing. They told me I couldn't shop. They didn't tell me to get off the property or nothing. He waited for the police to come. They trespassed me. They said I refused to sign the trespass, but I didn't refuse to sign nothing. They didn't offer it to me, I guarantee you that. Because just like this one last week, I proudly sign it. I love my name. I proudly sign anything you put in front of me. No problem. I damn sure would sign a trespass. That way I can put it on my social media and all, just like I did this store here. Just like if what I'm telling you wasn't true, I would have never left Wichita, Kansas. You don't think I wouldn't have been there until it was settled and solved and I could move on? Hell yeah, I would have. But what happened was the very next day, and I'd made a video, was a statement that I bet that trespass don't last 24 hours. Lo and behold, the very next day, the marketing manager from that whole area of Wichita calls me. She says her name on the tape. I don't want to say it because I might mispronounce it, whatever. She says, "Hey, we're sorry. We're sorry about what happened. It shouldn't have escalated like that." Because I didn't violate no policies whatsoever. She said, "You're more than welcome to come back and shop at his store, or you can come at the store I'm working at today, blah, 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 blah." Long story short, I said, "So you're telling me I can put on social media that you've lifted that manager in the area lifted the trespass and I'm good to go and whatnot?" And she said, "Yep." I say, "You can listen to that tape in her voice on my live." The day before, go look at that one. It's the video. It's the video of me. The trolls are stupid, really funny on here. The day before that one, look at that video. You will see me in said store shopping. And I've got my canvas suit jacket on and stuff. Because the day before, they was like, "Oh, he got a pot hat. Oh, he's got a pot shirt." Well, I'm walking through the store. I said hi to one of the people that threw me out the day before. I'm like, "Hello." And they say hi back to me. And they don't say, "Get out of here," or nothing, or "You're trespassing," or nothing, you know. And I'm in the store 20 minutes. And I deliberately, when they asked me if I could show a receipt on the way out, I told them, "No, if you think I stole something, call a cop." I didn't get stopped. I didn't get harassed. Nothing. I put my stuff in my motorhome and I drove on. So now if that happened to you, do you think you'd be trespassed, or do you think they took your trespass off? What, I get a 24-hour pass or reprieve and them not tell me that they was putting it back on? I mean, how did that work? How did that work? I proved for at least that period that I was untrespassed. How do you get trespassed if they don't tell you? Again, see, once I was untrespassed by their manager, I would have to be trespassed again. Right or wrong. I mean, that's just common sense in the law. And I never was. So this ticket I just got, that I haven't filed a lawsuit on about or nothing, if I go to court on this on the 17th, I'm definitely filing a lawsuit. And it'd probably be the lawyer instead of me. Because that's malicious prosecution and all. All they got to do is look at my tapes and see I had permission to be back on Walmart properties. And now I got a ticket in Missouri and a trespass in Missouri because of your thing in Wichita. It's all on them. It ain't on me. It's like I say, it's going to be a wild time in court. Hey, Will, you were around both times. Both times. The first time I sued Walmart and when I sued Awesome Possum, right? What did the idiot trolls say? Same exact words. That I wouldn't I wouldn't win, I wouldn't get a penny, that I was stupid and all, didn't they? And then what did I do? I won both cases. I could get some big money off Walmart, but it's not about that. You know, when I came through Tennessee and my motorhome burnt, I could have got big money off of Knoxville, Tennessee, but it's not about that. It wasn't. Now this year it is. This year it is. You let one of these cities or something trip, I'm coming after. Yep. I'm still looking for somebody to buy me that house and stuff, that property. But this is a mistake on Walmart, and it was caused by the trolls. So I want to have a heart, you know what I mean? I know damn well I can just go hire a lawyer and he'd take care of this in a couple of years. I'd have a good settlement. Anybody that don't think that would just be a dummy. But see, I don't really want to do that. You know, if I have to, I will. And if they prosecute me this trespass, I definitely will. But other than that, you know, they can make a mistake like we can. Why should that manager cost them $100,000 or $500,000 or whatever? You know what I mean? I think $5,000 per store is a good lesson. And the reason I come up with that number is the first time they violated my rights and shit in Georgia, the judge himself thought it was worth $2,500. So that's what I'm going off of. You know, first incident, this, that, and the other, and the judge thought that was fair. Well, it should never happen again. But it happened. So just like anything else, you double the fine or whatever. So even if the cap was $10,000 or whatever, I would be happy with $5,000 from Walmart per case. Just pay me double what you had to do last time in the court costs. We'd be fine. And hopefully it don't happen again, you know? Because I want to be fair to Walmart, you know? And I think that's more than fair to Walmart. Teaches them a lesson. They're going to get their money back. Hell, they get that 10 grand back within my journey. They damn sure will, you know? The t-shirts, the food, everything I buy and whatnot. I spend 10 grand at Walmart easy on this trip, the rest of this trip. So it'd be just like getting their money back. Matter of fact, if they just wanted to give it to me in gift cards, I wouldn't give a shit. It wouldn't have to be cash. As long as I was guaranteed that I could shop in the stores, they could give it to me at Walmart cash. You know what I mean? Well, most of it. I want a little cash to go to the dispensary on, damn it. Oh, I know they did. I know they did, Will, but it'll keep my karma right. It'll keep everything right. I think it shows me being the better person, the bigger person. The guy listened, especially about the part with the trolls and stuff, because I told him about me almost getting hurt in Topeka and how them pulling Walmart in it and all and pulling the police department. And you know, he said, well, that's one thing. We don't want nobody to get hurt. So he was paying attention. He was paying attention, I think. Where it goes from there, I don't know. But I know if they go ahead and agree to pay out a settlement, they're going to want to know who and what and how and everything that's involved, right? And that's exactly what I want to provide to them. And Walmart's got power behind them. All they got to do is have one friend in the feds. And Walmart, wouldn't you think they'd have more than one? All they got to do is have one friend in the feds, you know, kind of like that. Hey, I got a friend at Walmart, let me call him. And then that friend saying, hey, I got a friend at the police department, let him call him. And everything worked out. Wouldn't it be funny if they had a friend that worked for the FBI? And I could say Walmart took the trolls down. Oh my God. The headline in my mind is just like, you know, wow. Could you imagine that if Yahweh used them? Heart and heart to where they involved in multi-million, and Walmart don't want it to happen again or nothing. So they just tend to peek into it a little bit. And they see all this harassment. They go on my lives and they see the Walmart image. Wouldn't it be something? It could happen. I'm not going to, you know, get all excited. I know it's going to happen and all that, because I don't. But man, I wouldn't put it past them. Yahweh is awesome. Yahweh is powerful. Couldn't have been better timing. That stupid post from Woody the Page on the scammer group. Couldn't have been worse timing on their part. If they just waited an hour to send that, I had no way to show it to him or nothing. But he'd come in perfectly. Like 15 minutes. I'm like, oh wow, another stupid post from the trolls. And it come in perfectly. Because I got to show it to the guy from Walmart. He showed up like 15 minutes after I got it. Right on. That's cool. That's cool. Well, I know they're busy with all their damn trying to get corrupt politicians and illegals and all that stuff with that, but maybe they could just spare one person to investigate this. They don't even have to be their best person, you know. It'd be a good case for a rookie. It's an open and shut conspiracy case. And there's two people right off the bat that will come forward and tell them all about it, implicating themselves, of course. So all I gotta do is get that person to listen. To see that, wow, yeah, okay, it involves Missouri, it involves Kansas, it involves Rochester, New Hampshire, it involves Indiana, it involves Illinois. Oh shit! 2 or more is a conspiracy. And who knows where it's branched out from there. Don't forget Texas. The hate I got from Awesome Possum and them on their pages now and all that stupid shit about me trying to attack Monica and all. Yep. Damn it, I gotta get Walmart to deliver me some new poster board tonight. It's a 3/4 mile walk to the dollar store, or I can have Walmart deliver it. I think I'm gonna give Walmart the store address over there and have them deliver it. I need some Walmart sodas and stuff too, you know, so. Although this Aldi's soda ain't too bad. I forget the brand. Hey, Rhonda. Damn. I ain't seen that name Rhonda Miller for many years. I know you're not the Rhonda Miller I know from Florida. But I used to have a Rhonda. Oh no, never mind. Milton was her last name. Never mind. I got names mixed up. But how you doing? For a second, I thought you was a friend of mine, a real good friend I had in Florida, Sarasota. But her name was Rhonda Milton, not Miller. My cousin's name was Ronnie Miller, so that's how I got mixed up. Oh. Right on. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I like Missouri. Missouri's pretty all right. The only thing I say bad about Missouri is they turn their back on me when I asked them to come to a 420 event in Joplin, and they said it was political. Hell yeah, it's political. How dare they profit and stuff off an event like that and not have a petition there to make it federally legal and release the cannabis prisoners. So I would never spend a penny with any one of their supporters, you know, their sponsors and stuff. I just wouldn't. I couldn't. Not in good conscience. That's wrong. Um, I can see not getting into political things, but like me, I won't get in the president or none of that. I stay neutral on all that with everybody, except pot. And if you're going to sell and be in the industry and stuff, you should do everything you can 100% to strengthen and to get these things passed and all. Not say, oh, well, my sponsors don't want it, and they ain't going to sponsor the event, or we won't do enough. Screw that. If your people really knew, they probably wouldn't support your shops and stuff. Because to me, that's bad. That's just real bad. Hell, in Phoenix, I was outside of a dispensary, and the lady was pissed because I was parked on the street, across the street. And she was pissed. Told me to move, and I told her to call her mama when she said she's going to call the cops. And the cops told her, leave him alone. But when she came out there screaming, we don't support your mission, nah. I'm like, wow, y'all don't support releasing the cannabis prisoners? No, we don't. When I did my review, I got a thing back from the dispensary saying that was not their, that was her opinion, not theirs, that they're very sorry about that. But I knew that. And I didn't hold that against the dispensary. So I didn't give them a bad review or anything like that. But they are out there. A lot of your big corporate dispensaries and stuff, they don't give a shit about you, nothing. A lot of these dispensaries sell pure garbage. Pure garbage. Seed to flower, genetically modified, pure garbage. Oh, it's been off and on rain. I'm in Bentonville, Arkansas. Still, one more day. I don't know. Bentonville, we got rain off and on. It rained all morning. It's cloudy now, but it hasn't rained in a couple hours, knock on wood. I know weed's recreational in Missouri, but when I first come through, y'all didn't even have pot. I fought for Missouri ever since 2014, when Jeff Mazansky was still in prison. Yeah. When I came through in 2014, Jeff Mazansky was doing his 20th year. I happened to stop at a Walmart in Springfield to get t-shirts. And I came out, and my van, my motorhome was surrounded by at least a dozen people. And every one of them said, are you here for Jeff? And I'm like, Jeff who, And that's when I learned. And I met his son. And I stayed an extra day and did a tribute at his bar. I blew up their petition thing that they had and put it on the side of the RV back then. And I told people about it and had them sign it on my way to Washington, D.C., how they could sign it. His family and whoever was buying that petition, they did a wonderful thing, man. And we could do that with my petition if people would be part of the problem or part of the solution instead of part of the problem. Simply sign the petition and get a friend to. If we speak up, we can change things. Jeff went from life without parole to getting life with parole to getting parole to getting off of parole. Free man. So don't say petitions don't work. When Jeff got out, I met him. I've got the Missouri for Medical blue and white poster things that they had all over the place. I've got one signed by Jeff Mazansky here in the back of my motorhome. Every time I came through Sedalia or Warrensburg or something, he would meet up with me and do his petition while I was doing mine. I've been in Missouri ever since y'all never had pot. That's why it hurt me that Missouri turned their back on me and my petition. Because they didn't even have pot and I was out here fighting and whatnot. And not the reason they got it, but at least partial. You know what I mean? At least a little bit of help. And for them to turn their back on me, I just thought that was just that bad. But it is what it is. I'm used to everybody turning their back on me. They want to be the famous ones. Look at Scott Winslow Albert. Look at Steve Sprague. They had me come to their states, and now, look, for 5 years they trolled me, did nothing but lie about me and badmouth me. And I've never done nothing wrong to either one of them. you give them forgiveness. They won't take it. What can I do there? But I try to give them forgiveness and move on. Ron, I appreciate that, and thank you. I do. I appreciate that very much. This year, I'm kind of doing it and really enjoying it more. I'm enjoying it more. Because when I first started this mission, I got baptized last year. When I first started this mission, I wasn't much a believer or nothing. And I only had a green cross. I didn't have the red one or the blue or the other, none. I just had one green cross. And boy, people, when I coming through that Bible Belt, we're talking 2014, when I was up in Idaho, Utah, and all over, woo, people come out of the woodwork about that cross at me. So I started studying the Bible and whatnot. And when I learned about the book of Enoch, that got me really into to where I got baptized last year and all. But anyhow, if you look in the Hebrew Bible, before King James was wrote, it tells you that marijuana was in the anointing oil. But they used the word that's natural, not the one William Randolph Hearst used. And it was called cannabosum. So it's brought me full circle back around to my Savior Yahshua so I could meet Yahweh. And that's just my belief and my feelings. And when I'm out here doing what I do best, people say, what do you do? I'm like, damn, I just done it. You missed it? And they're like, yeah, what'd you do? And I said, I got your attention. You're talking to me. That's what I do best. I get a person's attention. But I'll remind them and see if somebody comes up while we're on the live. You'll see me do it. I'll remind them, hey, he gave us every herb-bearing seed, right? And they'll say, yeah. And I'll say, what's it say above that? I might have to say that a couple times because they keep reading Genesis. And finally they say everyone needs a little Jesus. And I'll say, yeah, and here's yours. And I'll give them one of the little figurines. I love doing that. It just tickles me to death. The people love it. The kids love it. It's cool. You can't believe how much happiness I buy for $100. I did. I actually splurged this check this month, and I think it was $130 with shipping, everything. But I got 800 of them, so it was worth it to me. And I'm going to try my best to hand out 800 of these, People come by. I had a guy last night. I was taking in the flags about 10 o'clock. And he pulled by, and I still parked over by the Walmart corporate. And he's like, what's this about? Oh, right on. He said, what's this about? And I told him. And he was parked by the back. And I said, see where he gave us? And he said, yeah. I said, what's that say about that? And did a little Jesus thing. And he mentioned, guess how many of y'all are in there? And he, oh, well, I got 2 kids, this, that, and the other. And I said, oh, you. And I reached in my pocket, and I had 4 or 5 of them. And I said, well, here's your little Jesus. And he just like, man. And he looked at me, and he said, you changed my life. What exactly he means by that or what, I don't know. But he looked at me and just said, you changed my life. And a couple minutes later, they drove on off. We told each other have a good evening and everything. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Back before I got baptized, right before I got baptized, someone gave me one of these, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I'd seen them here and there, but I never paid no much attention. I never picked one up or anything. But I can't remember. I don't want to say where because I don't really remember exactly. But I see them here and there sitting around, and this small town, kind of like the one I was in, everybody found out in Black Canyon. I was giving them out anyway, and then New Year's, I'm like, anybody can come by and pick one up at the RV. So they definitely knew then. But the person that was hiding them around town, I think, is the one that gave me one. Because I'm like, oh, you're the one hiding them. And he's like, I don't know if he was or not. He just went like that. So, pretty cool. When I came out this year, I decided that that's what I wanted to do, because it brought me a smile. And then I got baptized and all that, so that was pretty cool. Cannabis brought me back to the Lord. Yay. And now I can throw it in their face when they say, oh, you ain't got it. Hey, if you don't believe in God's herb, now, no, he don't mean for us to set it on fire and put it down our lungs. You know, this is our temple. We are the church. We're not supposed to be putting it. But man, the food and the garbage, everything they're feeding us nowadays is a lot worse than what we're smoking, or anything you could smoke. But it was meant to be ingested, ate. And if you didn't heat it up, you wouldn't get high. But if you cooked a stew out of it or something, you could get high. So, yeah, I don't think that they shouldn't have any reason or no way in the world to take it away from us. Oh, hell, when I come to town, I want everybody to know I come to town, or I don't come to town. You know what I mean? The only reason I come to town is to get people's attention. Yeah, there's a town I'm thinking about going to that I've already called and told them, you know, hey, I may be coming to your town, you know, I come in peace, la-di-da. Now, whether I go there or not, I don't know. Depends how I feel in the morning, if I want to go do all that driving or whatever. But, yeah. No, just like my court thing, I make that a Facebook event. I appreciate it, but yeah. Now, if I come to a town or stop somewhere, I'd rather people let everybody know I'm coming. You know, that's the whole point of you know, like the Confather, my biggest troll. He begged me all the way from when I was putting the engine in Graham, Texas, and he's all the way up in Rochester, New Hampshire, and I went all that way to visit with him, and I stayed up there almost a week, a couple of days right there out front of his property. But look what he did to me after that, after I left. Stabbed a dagger in my back and twisted because he didn't come all rich and famous like he thought he was going to or something. I don't know. Got to ask him. He's a complete nut. Wow. Damn, hour flew by pretty quick. I thought I was going to get a little bit more attention than I've gotten. I wasn't even completely set up, and I had a couple of people come by. Maybe it's an evening crowd. We have to see what the rain does. Well, people, what else y'all want to talk about? Of course, this is not about me. We do talk about things that happen and stuff, but the main thing is nobody belongs in jail for weed. Please screenshot that or scan it, whatever you need to do. Or you go to 420jim.com, 420jim.com, or just type 420jim on Google and click on the petition button. You got to click on the petition button at the website. However you do it, click on the petition button. It's just going to ask you for a name, an address, and an email. If you've got a name, an address, and an email that you can list, do it. Get a friend to do it, please. This is a petition that anybody can sign. You don't ask if you have a record or none of that stuff. You know, you can be 18, sign it, 21, sign it, whatever. It don't, name, address, and email is all that's required. So please sign the petition. Let's get them verified signatures up. Right on, Will. I unfriended Frankie yesterday. I did one of the other profiles, and I ended up just like you. I unfriended Frankie. I think he's back on. He would have messaged me if he wasn't. But I did unfriend him. I had to go back and friend him. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But hey, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I travel the United States, and it can get pretty interesting over, heck, the next 5 weeks. It's going to be really interesting, because one way or the other, the Walmart thing is going to come to a head. It's going to settle one way or another within the next 5 weeks. So please stay tuned and find out what happens there. Now, it could be as soon as today. It could be Monday. It could be 5 weeks from now before we find out what happens. I can't control any of that. That's all in Walmart's power right now. Me, I'm willing to come to the tables and talk. Are they? I guess that's the whole question. According to them yesterday, or as far as I'm concerned, they did come to the tables and talk yesterday. They know what I expect or want to talk to them about, and whatever. Now, whether they think that's worth talking to me about is up to them. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification, live notification. Well, hit all notification, not just live. Hit all notification if you can. I've got a couple of friends that said that they turned on the notification and they're didn't get the live notification. So I don't know if there's like notifications, live notifications, whatever, or all notifications. But turn them all on if you like. I have no way of tagging people separately here on YouTube, but I want to keep doing my lives on YouTube. It's all okay, turn on all notifications. Right on. That yeah. I told people to turn on the live notifications, so yeah, I would think all notifications. Right on. Thank you for that. See, Will, you might change that to all notifications. See if that works for you. I do the lives at noon and at 7. You can see any of the lives. You go to my channel and just go down to the lives. There are going to be videos, lives, shorts, etc., etc. If you want to just see all the lives I do, go down the lives. You'll see them from today all the way back to when I started. You want to see videos that I've done from the past and stuff, go to the videos. Same with the shorts. Right on. Right on. Just make sure, Will, you, Frankie, or anybody else, hit the all notifications. It should tell you when I'm live. But none of these platforms work perfectly. Can't you wait for self-driving semis and AI? What makes them think all that shit's going to work perfectly? If man makes it, it can fuck up. Plain and simple. I was very, 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 very disappointed in Walmart yesterday. Very disappointed. All this technology we got going around and all. Of course, it did give a guy a job, so I appreciate that. The job factor, yeah. But why in the hell don't they have a robotic sweeper doing their parking lot? They have some old agent street sweeper going through. I just thought, man, that's Walmart for you. They got a little Walmart town down the street and all kinds of some fancy and whatnot, but boy, in the middle of the night they sweep the parking lot with an old street sweeper. They can't even get up to date and get when the, I seen a post, I've actually seen them in the stores. The little carts that go around, beat and clean you know, and they stop and this, that, and the other, and they're mopping and squeeging the floor. Why didn't they make one that does their parking lot? But now that I think of it, it would take someone out of the job, so maybe it's good that they don't. Trump shot what down already? What's not going to happen? I have no idea what you're talking about. What are you talking about that Trump shut down already? I can't agree or disagree because I don't know what comment that went to. What did he shut down? Educate me. Oh, right on. Right on. See, I didn't know that. Right on. Well, now are you talking I'm talking robotic. That don't necessarily have to be electric. You know? But yeah. I don't think we should, you know, here's what I don't understand. With the money and everything to make these trucks and stuff, right? And we're talking a lot of money. And look what the money they're going to save by not paying drivers and stuff. I agree with everything that it could do. But with all the money they're going to save, why ain't they built their own highway next to that highway? It'd be simple. Most places just add one more highway, not even connected to ours, but off to the side of it, whatever. But all they got to do is build a highway for them. Don't put them on the same highway as people, you know. That's a special kind of stupid. But that's where we're headed. But see, they don't want you owning cars or nothing by 2030. Remember that. You will own nothing and like it by 2030. They warned us that in 2024. A lot of people ain't paying attention to that. I am. It's only 5 years away. About the time it takes them to get them 15-minute cities built and shit. If you ask me. I don't trust unmanned driving cars, drones, and none of that shit. I told you, if man makes it, it can fuck up. Everything's done by, you know, signals and stuff, especially nowadays. You know that people can they have skimmers that can take your information off your cards, you know, if they tap by your wallet or something. I mean, there's so many people that's got so many scamming them. Why can't somebody hack them trucks and cause wrecks and stuff? You know what I mean? People would do it. People would do it. It makes no damn sense. It makes no damn sense to have them. And I wonder if they're all going to be required to speak English. Are they going to be able to speak English and read English? That's the big question. Are they going to be able to read English? Oh, yeah, I could definitely take over. Hey, thank you, Pete. Oh, yeah, I like my gas car, too. But see, electric cars are the thing of the past. See, we're repeating history. We went backwards. We had electric cars before they built the combustible engine. We didn't go horse and buggies to Henry Ford's car like they want you to believe. Hell no, we had a whole era of electric cars. The taxis, the trolleys, everything was electric. There's films you can watch in the past, like a yellow cab. They come into the garage, and they got this special, like, it's kind of like an engine hoist, but different, bigger and all. and it's holding this big square battery. The taxi pulls in, they take the hood off, pick up the old battery and set it aside, pick up the charged battery, set it in, plug it in, put the hood back on, and he's fueled up and does his next shift while that battery charges. I mean, there's footage of that you can watch. Henry Ford built the hemp car that ran on hemp fuel. Just like Trump won't use the word yellow journalism when it comes to fake news. It was never, ever, ever called fake news. All my life it was called yellow journalism until, like William Randolph Hearst changed the name of marijuana from cannabis to marijuana. Trump changed the name fake news from yellow journalism. Wonder if it's because it's got anything to do with the history of the word yellow journalism. Google who started yellow journalism. The same guy that named cannabis marijuana. And he done it with his fake news in his newspapers. And then the New York Times with their fake news started doing it. Reefer Madness. Funny how full circle coming back, ain't it? Yeah. That's why I say, Trump, you're going to roast in hell. You're not a real Christian. If you think you're saved, you're not going to. You need to get with Yahshua and Yahweh. You really, really do. Because they gave us that herb. And you should be fighting tooth and nail with Congress to make that legal for all. Quit thinking everybody on the planet wants to smoke it. That's up to them and what they do to their temple. But that was part of the anointing oil. Our bodies have a cannabinoid system. That's why a lot of us are weak and this, that, and the other, and why others are healthy and whatnot. You know, we were meant to consume that plant, and it's been taken away from us. A major part of our diet, just because they think you're going to smoke it. Hell, heat it up in a stew or something, you're going to get the same high. So it's a great thing that God put on this planet that if Trump believed in the Constitution and that he's a Christian and all, well, this Constitution says no man shall write any law governing my religious belief. If they do, it's nil and void. Why isn't Trump standing on the fact that making cannabis illegal is nil and void? I only come from the Christians, you know. My religion is what they call Christianity, but I'm not their Christianity. You know, I'm my own Christianity. I know God's not in the building. He's within us. We are the church. We are the building. And how dare they tell me they're Christians and stuff, and they want to persecute me over a God-given herb? That tells me they're not Christians. They're what's that one crazy beady-eyed pastor that bought him a jet, and then the other one, Joel Obstein and them. Yeah, that's who they are. All about the money. Devil's lettuce. Cannabis was never devil's lettuce. They changed that word too. Devil's lettuce was always money. Always will be. Oh, they made them, yeah, they made them back then, and they used them in more than just New York City. Oh, yeah, they made them, yeah, just like Henry Ford's hemp car. It ran on hemp fuel. 1 acre of marijuana makes 300 gallons of fuel that when we burn it in our car, comes back to the world as fertilizer instead of acid rain like petroleum does. 80% of the paints, varnishes, and all the oil, you know, and stuff was made from hemp. Yeah, just everything about that plant is usable. Everything, the roots, everything on that plant is usable. When it grows, it takes out 25% more carbon monoxide than any other plant on Earth, and it filters radiation. So, yeah, why isn't it growing all over the world like George Washington said? Sow it across the lands. Well, I'm a little disappointed nobody stopped in now. But this is kind of a little, it's a great town, great people, but kind of a little, it's a Walmart town. This might be a little much for some of them. Well, my friends, any last comments, questions, or concerns before I get out of here? It's about time for me to go. Get a couple things done. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. I'll be back at 7 p.m. If you do Facebook, you can find me under my name on Facebook, 420 Jim. Just type it out. FOURTWENTYJIM. Oh my gosh, there's a station wagon from like back in the 70s. Oh my God. A station wagon from like 60s or 70s. Until then, my friends, it's all about peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs love you, I love you, and most of all, Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful day. See you at 7.